the connector with a double setup in this pistol. One player in the form of Caserado peeking up in towards middle.
Look at Yakindar.
Nothing being spotted.
He's pushing up all the way through Monster. And there's one player holding there. It's going to be safe, but Yakindar somehow crouches his way around. He hasn't been seen yet. And he's gathering a lot of information. You can see the remaining members of VP slowly peeling away from mid and connector and making their way back towards the B bomb side. The thing is for FURIA, though, the heavy presence towards connector allows a very quick rotation the moment contact is made.
Yakindar trying to get closer towards this site for FURIA. Spotting this as early as possible is so important, and Drop does not see anything. Safe also, but utility begins to come through. Under a minute left in this quad as Virtus.pro thrust themselves in towards the site. Yakindar swings, kill onto Safe is down, and a follow-up from Flit through the smoke. Yuri's support, his step ladder just got removed from his feet.
How did this even know? Oh, drops down to 13 HP as well. Yuri, there's a chance there, but unfortunately it'll quickly slip away, and Yakindar is looking for more. Yuri, however, able to spin around and find Buster. It's a 4v3 as Caserado brings it back for the side of FURIA, but Yuri will be found out, and Caserado drop combined HP of 7 and make that 0. Kicker to finish off the final 2 kills, and that was all predicated off the fact that Yakindar just went in for the contact play. He didn't show himself. And even though the moment the hit came in, they were already inside the site. And Yakindar was already pushing in towards CT.
And look at this. We get a little replay of that. That's just ridiculous. It's just utterly ridiculous, blah.
Just unreasonable.
It's unfair, really. Kicker, another good showing from him early on. He looked really good on Inferno. He's one of the players that is, if he shows up, that's damn luxury, isn't it?
Yep. Like you already have your Yakindar, you have your J, man. You have the upgrade in the form of Flit and Kicker. It's like, actually, I'm the best player in the team.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. And Buster even has that capability sometimes as well if he's getting some certain scenarios.
It does look quite a bit like you, Dinko. I'm just surprised you're not as good as him.
You're surprised, why?
I mean, you're young, you got the reflexes, you know the game.
I suck at CSGO.
Yeah, not from CIS, that's why.
That's why, yep.
There we go.
I don't have the genetics, the Counter-Strike genetics.
You can't even say UKCS because you got people like FURIA and whatnot. But here we go, James, going to be opening things up. This is the force buy coming in, of course, from FURIA. Got the Deegs, we got the Scout, and VP, slow, measured approach. Slowly creeping forward. Yakindar going to be coming up towards long. And I like this from the two members holding towards A, though. We might be seeing a bit of aggression. I thought to push on ahead. Instead, Art peeks with a deagle and immediately finds himself 6 feet under. VP have a lot of options available to them, and they have a little bit of time as well.
Encroaching upon this one, Virtus.pro, they want to make sure that they do not lose too many members. In fact, they don't want to lose anybody in a round like this. You want to keep the economy nice and growing early on. And 30 seconds remain for this to happen. Kicker begins to walk his way through Monster. Caserado plays from inside of the barrels. Kicker begins to look down, and 20 seconds for Virtus.pro here. They are no stranger to running down this clock, but FURIA, they would love to create chaos in this low time scenario. They're going to the A site, which has no members left. That is going to allow the bomb to go down with no problems. And FURIA, not much going for it in this round. So a safe call will be attempted. We'll see if Virtus.pro allow that to happen.
Yeah, it can still definitely be a dangerous round. Kicker, look, he knows where they are. They can still make the next round a little bit scary for VP if they're able. Oh no. Okay, Yakindar gets dropped by drop, but they won't be expecting the second player in the form of James. Taking away the scout. They're hunting them down, trying to ensure that round number 3 is just going to be the USPs.
They're looking to hold on to the AKs. You don't want to let those go over into their hands. So Virtus.pro will be happy. 2 players actually go down to the bomb, but as long as the AKs don't go their way, they'll not be complaining too much about that. But Drop pulls out the scout. There's a couple of rebuys being forced with that containment strategy, so Virtus.pro will have to buy up again on a few players, and they haven't got a lot of money here, Blair. So it's another round where, okay, you got the 2 MAC-10s, the Legion of Yakindar and James can be sent out to see if they can find some success and some money with those to really recover the economic damage that occurred in the final moments of the last round. But FURIA, not much going for them again here. The problem over on Inferno, like you pointed out, Blair, is the fact they just kept force buying themselves into oblivion.
Yeah, and on top of that, they didn't have enough rounds to work with, right?
Exactly.
Like, you need to have some sort of like room, breathing space if you want to try and break the economy going for those force buys. So yeah, I feel like FURIA kind of just gave up mentally. They kind of checked out. They're looking at the way Yekindar and the rest of the team just shredding them to pieces. Bit of damage being dealt here towards Yekindar. What do you think about dual-wielding MAC-10s in CSGO? Too much?
Too much. If you
like the left click and the right click would be firing the left and the right. God. You know how OP that would be?
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, you have dualies. Why can't you have dual MAC-10s, you know?
Well, you run around like a gangster, right? Like tilted in your hands. Just like rat. It's like taking them down. I feel like CIS teams would just be way too good at that point. I mean, they're already dominating, and you want to give them even more.
Art would main that.
Dude, yeah,
he would literally main.
He would like have enough for an AK? No, MAC-10. Dual MAC-10.
You have $16,000 dual MAC-10s. Well, Yuri could maybe find one as Buster is hunting him down. I think they know where he is, and there we go. Quick work made of him by Kicker, despite the scout and a couple of deeks being salvaged from the previous round. VP will have no trouble dispatching of it and not losing a single player. That's very important, right? Not taking any economic damage. That was goal. James is going to be wielding the MAC-10. Why the hell not? He can be the spearhead of the attack.
Yeah, and safe with the AWP. Now, Virtus.pro keeping a few weapons in play from the bonus, the Galil and the MAC-10, but FURIA, this is their first full buy. This is a real litmus test to see where they're going to be at here on Overpass. Will they be able to rise to the occasion? Virtus.pro after the 3-0 start. FURIA, the AWP out in safe. You want to see some impact out of safe. We've seen him look so good in this tournament at times, and with that AWP on the CT side, in particular in this round where you're not going to have anybody challenging you down, this should be a round where FURIA can have some impact on that big green.
Safe has been pretty solid thus far in this tournament. It's not like he's been struggling, right? But he hasn't had a superstar performance we've seen when he was playing for Pain. But then again, you got to bring in the caveat that when he was playing for Pain, it's primarily against a lot of South American NA teams.
Yeah,
it's a much more higher level of competition.
And we actually seen him have a star performance against the lower opposition in this tournament, right? When he was playing some of the weaker teams, FURIA dominated them, and Safe was a big part of that. Start of this round has not gone so well for Yuri. Once again goes down, and Virtus.pro look to charge into this B site. Kicker spearheading the attack forward, and spears through the head of Drop. Yekindar butchers Castorado into the ground, and Art finally puts up some resistance, but too little too late. They've got to fight from within the inside, and Flit does go down to Safe's AWP. Virtus.pro is still with numbers on the site, and they're paranoid about a flank, and just for the right reasons as well, because Buster certainly is beginning that flank.
And I like how Buster's not pushing further, right? They know where both the CTs are. They're trapped inside, and as long as they keep them at bay, as long as they get the bomb down, and Buster just has to play the bomb. They have to go. So either they go for the retake or they go for the hunt to find Buster. And Buster's being very fantastic. However, Yekindar finding safe, bomb getting planted. Now Art, he's made a couple of footsteps. Buster knows exactly where he is. This is unwinnable. And I'm going to even say that Art is not going to survive. He's going to try and save the AWP. But Buster has a bullet with his name written on it.
He's going to bust him up. Easy. It's around the backside, blah. Art's actually managed to dodge his crosshair for the time being, but Jim, he's even down here. Renard needs to go in towards him. Jim hits the headshot. He'll take that. Thank you very much, the AWP. And Jim didn't pick it up. Okay. Looking to rock the rifles.
Is James trying to give a bit of a handicap right now to FURIA?
He's like,
He's like, considering the way VP have been playing, it's been insane. I mean, it almost feels like the 16-14 game against 9Z is just a faded, faint memory at this point, right?
It was just like the ring rust, right? It was just getting back into the game. It's their first game out of the extended player break. You know, we've seen some teams already play Virtus.pro, not so much. So, you know, it's just getting back into their tournament, first game of the day against a team you don't really know a whole lot about. And no one really had expectations for 9Z. And, you know, Virtus.pro did struggle a little bit, but we're able to pull it through, and that's all that matters. And from that point onwards, it's been looking like the indomitable force you expect. Castorado! Oh, 2 kills in the Deagle. Finally replied to by Yekindar, but here go FURIA with a little bit of flair. It is certainly going to be a carnival inside of the B site, but it's carnage for Kicker. He's taken down 2. He read the invitation wrong. It was a carnival invitation, but he thinks it's carnage.
There's still one more player, and I like how Yuri's pushed on up ahead. That's information being gained here. And he's like, okay, there's no one nearby. Considering Kicker was just in that position a while ago, they've fallen back, they're peeling back towards the A bomb site, and at what point do they rotate back is the question. Safe, he's the player who's got to go big here. And now VP, immediately wasting no time, falling all the way back towards the A site. And at what point do Safe and Yuri peel back now?
What can they do, Blah?
Listen, like,
Get some better weapons.
oh, Jay, is he trying to just sell this alone?
Oh, just try and keep them now. Allows his teammate to get into a better position to put the bomb down and set up in the post plant. James can then find himself positioned for that post plant outside of the bathrooms. Yuri and Safe, no kit on their back, no weapons to be seen in their hands just yet. They'll go and see what spoils of war on the battlefield. And in the corpses, they will find a Galil. There is also a M4 there for Safe, so they'll pick those up. And I think they'll be happy enough for the save call here. No kit, not a lot of space gained already here, and information would be limited in terms of where Virtus.pro decide to play post plant. So FURIA decide to take weapons into the next, call it 5-0 for Virtus.pro.
It's right call for right call for Kicker and James there, just to hold on to the AK-47s. Sorry for Safe and Yuri, my bad, to salvage the weapons they have over there. There's no point going in and trying to attempt that retake. So for FURIA, yeah, able to deal a little bit of damage. The problem being, it's barely going to make a dent in the economy. It's just spiraling out of control, the cash of VP. 5-0, a map up, 5-0 up on their map pick. On the T side of Overpass, a multitude of players with a, but average, I think like $5,000, $7,000. I think I saw one of them with over 10K as well. So things are not looking pretty at all. We do have a little bit of a technical timeout getting called, hopefully. That should be resolved very quickly. I know FURIA, when they picked up Safe, there was a lot of hype behind it. I've been one guy, like, for the entire 2021, I'm like, pick up Safe. Pick up Safe.
I think he's a better option than Junior in terms of always.
Comms and everything.
Yeah,
right?
like comms, just...
And he's more consistent.
Yeah, he's way more consistent AWPer. I think... I personally feel like his skill ceiling is very, very high right now as well, and just makes a lot more sense. So, when they pick up Safe, he also brings a little bit of normalcy maybe to the team as well. Like, he pulls them back a little bit in terms of when it's crazy, he can pull them out of a hole because he's always good at positioning himself. Never really gets caught in a bad position too often.
Absolutely.
A couple of times in this event he certainly has, but for the most part he's always in a pretty good spot. Reliable AWPer, and that's a stable piece that FURIA need. And hopefully this can be a stability now for this roster moving forward, something to build on. FURIA have been in a work since Henny left, and maybe they can start to build. Yuri, he's down in connector. Flit does not have anything to build with. His head is on the floor.
Braid Mara sprayed all about Dinko.
Decorations of death metal. Right, Blah?
Okay, I didn't know you were into metal. All right, I'll take it. This is the music later on the flight after the event. Here we go. Flit getting lost early on, so at least something going the way of FURIA. They're getting that opening pick. Kickstarter as well. He's taking a bit of damage, but he's going to be pretty okay with that. Yeah, it's 47 HP. Still has the Kevlar and the M4A1. Safe with the AWP though. Has been very, very quiet thus far, but holding towards the A bomb side. He also has Yuri to back him up if needs be. And for VP, really not committing anywhere. They're taking it very, very slow after having lost Flit early in the round. 50 seconds on the clock, and the way they're going about it, it's going to be the B hit coming in, and it is going to be Buster. I thought he was going to try and just sneak on in and get the flank, but instead he's showing his presence towards long, and that's going to bring another CT back towards the A bomb side, leaving the B bomb side with just 2 defenders for the time being.
Drop, looking to delay with utility. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught in this position, and the swing is out. Kesserado not able to help him out. In fact, now Kesserado has been spotted, and he's pinned down in graffiti. He's taken so much damage on board as well, so Virtus.pro from the man deficit to a 4v4 and positional advantage as well here. Kicker, they know where he is, but they've got to flush him out. They're trying to spam him through the wood, but he's just buying time and distracting for Yakindar, who can easily act as a turret to bring down Art. 3 players left here for FURIA. They are retreating. They have called it off. Their attempt has come to a close, and they will have to try in another round.
Right now, VP are like a scalpel. Just dissecting this defense from FURIA. They lose the first player. They go in for the little bit of a ruse towards the A side, draw out the 1 player, only 2 defenders there, and immediately crack it open. Yakindar and Kicker, the 1-2 wombo combo, and Kicker, man, like, of all the players you expect to see top of the scoreboard on the first map, and right now 8-1 and map number 2. I would be expecting that. And I don't think anyone expecting the showing from Kicker.
So I checked in with the community during the break of the first map, just to see what the sort of consensus was. And
so you mean Twitch chat?
Exactly. And people were loving what they were going with this narrative that James is not actually the real James. They found there's a new prototype, and I kind of can get behind that. You know,
he didn't pick up the AWP earlier.
He was aggressive. He didn't pick up the AWP. What is going on here, Vlad? What have they done with James during the player break?
I don't know. Like, you know, Christmas came and James, I don't know, it could be the second
They sat him down and like indoctrinated him. It's like, watch this. This is how we program you to be a new killing machine.
James 2.0. That's a scary proposition. It was already a problem for a lot of people. And very soon, James time is going to mean a whole different thing altogether. For FURIA, things have gone from bad to worse to double upset comes out though. Safe and Art. We know what Art can do with the AWP, aggression, catching players off guard, but it's just the fact that it just deny any hole whatsoever in its approach from VP. It's just so hard to deal with. You look at Inferno right now on the T side of Overpass as well. This clinical work, incredible spacing, brilliant playmaking ability as well coming in from the likes of Yakendar and of course everyone else in his team. Safe with the op though, an opportunity.
Virtus.pro on Overpass can be such a slow team. This is the slowest map in the pool if it is a Virtus.pro performance. It's just so large. If they're a methodical team such as Virtus.pro, you have a lot of map control you have to clear out. So they are going to play this methodical, no stone left unturned mentality. And Yuri is ready for it. Yuri are not pushing into them. They're not playing that same crazy style you would usually see from the Brazilians. They're respecting Virtus.pro and somewhat falling into what Virtus.pro want, right? They want you to sit like this, be able to manipulate your rotations. But if FURIA hang on to the utility blade, it can get messy in the late round for Virtus.pro. FURIA just don't have a whole lot of it right now. Art's done well to get one. Yakendar has gone down, so FURIA with the two-man advantage. Finally looking good for the first round. We'll see if Virtus.pro can pull this one back. Flit in with one, traded out after it. And Kicker and Buster in the 2 versus 4. This is looking good for FURIA.
Time. I think they just might be holding on to their weapons here.
Yeah, it looks like a safe call here for VP. They've cancelled it off. FURIA finally get their first on the board.
Considering how much money they have, I kind of expected them to try and still take the battle to
do some damage, right?
Yeah, do some damage, take down Ott or Yuri, right? There's a chance there they could win those duels, maybe get the bomb down, bring it to 2v2, and even if they lose, they're inflicting so much economic damage. But this might be that little bit of a lifeline getting dropped here for FURIA. They not just win the round, but they keep 4 players alive. The dual op setup will still remain in play. But still, they are definitely not in a comfortable spot at all, Dinka. VP. Once more, this onslaught from them. And just a variation of how they've been approaching all these rounds, right? It's so hard for FURIA to kind of figure out what they might be up to. And we saw this in Inferno as well, on that CD side, the way they were re-aggressing, just floating around, just getting map control, and just forcing FURIA to be paranoid. That blunt force approach from FURIA just wasn't working out. And even right now, they're being forced to respect the might here of VP. Looks like it's going to be the fast hit coming in towards B, however, but bear in mind, there's still 2 players floating around towards Connector, and right outside of Fountain as well.
Virtus.pro taking their time, but certainly now looking to move forward with intent towards this B site. Art at the ready. Throws the smoke down. They're already kind of beyond that. Kicker's already in front of the smoke, and Art is holding a tight angle. Flash goes over. Art misses the shot, and now he's under so much pressure. He will be taken down by Yakendar. Traded out by Yuri, and they haven't had the call into action yet of Chaos Dorado, who's still down in that short position, catching and spotting the bomb, trying to get into this B site, but unable to topple Flit. So still this 4v4, and Yakendar, one of the world's best entry fraggers, still inside of the site. He has an ability that no other really has to crack open skulls.
Buster is, I know he's on the flank right now, but looking at the time, he needs to make a little bit of pace, but he can't run.
Back.
He can't give up that position, but he's slowly making their way back. They're making a lot of noise right now, and there's only one player holding on to this bomb set at the back of back, and it's going to come down to safe with an AWP.
He knows it's the final play. He's going to be calling to his teammates to get back up here and help him. Utility going down. Virtus.pro are going to get that bomb in position, and safe with the sound cue. They know they've got to deal with a player in towards Bank. FURIA unable to really dwindle the numbers at all in this Virtus.pro attack, and so now they have to think about the retake. They group up, they're all coming in from the same position, there's no flank, and so that will allow Yekindar in this post plant to be in a very strong position. If James can drop the numbers and just delay, this round should be confirmed, and James has decided to butcher them into the ground with 2, and it's dropping Yuri, suddenly realizing this one is very quickly becoming unwinnable. Yuri is sticking around at Bank, but Virtus.pro will push forward to 7 rounds with no mercy, no survivors, and no hostages right now.
Just absolute decimation from VP. And again, right, for Buster, 2 and 2. Doesn't matter. It just pushes in deep into A while all the distractions taking place, and ensures there's no one nearby. They can just put on their running shoes, put on their Nikes, just leg it towards the A bomb site. And I love how he doesn't cross bank. He knows there must be someone waiting there, safe usually with the AWP. Molotov, as you pointed out, tick damage on his feet. They knew exactly where he was. And a 4v4 retake, especially on the side, it's never easy, Dinko. Especially when you have no control towards short, no control towards long, no control towards connector. You all 4 players coming out from dumpster or from the bank, and James just seals the deal with a nice clinical 2K. This is just sheer domination, a vulgar display of power from VP, and a statement being made here before Katowice.
I'm getting very excited about Virtus.pro's prospects going into this year. The biggest LAN we've had so far this year, the one we will have at the start of the year, is going to be one of the biggest of the year, full stop. And Virtus.pro, a team that were able to make it to the final, the last round online. It's time to see what they can do on LAN. Of course, this is still an online tournament, Bless, so we'll see how this all transitions onto LAN, but as a warm-up, just to get out of the player break mentality, it is certainly a great tournament for that. Art, aggressive as you would expect in towards the short area, he's actually taken out Buster. And so an advantage will side with FURIA early, and they've lost significant map control, losing that water control.
Safe as well, taking down the problem man in the form of Yekindar. I like the positioning from Yuri. You can see him pushing down all the way towards long. But Flit might potentially have threaded the needle. Oh, but safe. That looked a little scary. If he gets taken down, that's the A site empty for the taking, despite the fact that Yuri is all the way towards Fountain. But catching, not falling to Flit there. And now Kickert, he needs to find a lot. 2 members remaining, 2v5, looking very unlikely that this round is going to go the way of the CIS side. And FURIA, hard fought, but they will find the second round. And they need to keep all 5 players alive as well, Dinko. There's no money as well.
Yeah, there's no money, but this is a fantastic round to recover that, get the money back into the bank, and really start to think about moving forward with some intent and getting back into the series. FURIA cannot let Virtus.pro get too much more than this in the first half. And I mean, yeah, 7-1 hasn't been the greatest start for FURIA, but it's still early days. I mean, we're only heading into round 10 in just a moment, so FURIA certainly still have a chance to pull back this half. They still have a chance to even win the half, so there is still options available to the Brazilians.
There's still a chance of me making it pro in Counter-Strike, Dinko. I'm just saying. It's possible.
Mimi told everybody about my dirty secret of a 0.73 rating on HLTV.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, Mimi wrecked me publicly. I can't believe it.
Like a Valorant caster.
I thought we were friends.
A Valorant caster has a higher pro rating than you do in Counter-Strike. How do you feel about that, Dinko?
Disgraced, blah. Disgraced, truly. I have to, you know what?
Shout out to Mitch, man.
I want another chance. I want a rematch.
We can
have
that really soon. We can do that.
I want a different team. Plus, Mitch got carried by Miniac and Crad and Vinny.
True.
Anyway, transitioning back into this match. We have got 7-2 on the board. Finally, FURIA able to recover some economy. Virtus.pro all out for Jame. We'll see if he can get involved and be that same dynamic AWPer he was over on Inferno. Flit in connector is actually going to have to deal with some double stack action down here. Yuri up on top of his teammate's head. Flit is worried about that smoke. It's very common one way you can throw. If you boost on the stairway on the right side of that smoke, you can really find success on the CT side, just peeling away with one pick. So you do not want to be in that situation.
It's a contact play again, Dinko.
It is indeed. And this
Shadow.
setup with dropping Kesserado, this is different. This is hard to deal with.
Oh!
Kesserado, though, is going to be dealt with by Kicker. Drops in a position they haven't seen. He drops down into short. Did anybody hear the drop? Doesn't seem like it. They'll smoke him off. They'll molly him just to confirm. And surely they hear that now as Buster begins to track down his prey. But Drop is ready. Takes out Buster. And now a 4v4. Virtus.pro looking to go to 8 rounds. But it is still a very winnable retake for FURIA. Flit spots the head of Art. He tries to get up on top of the boost, but Flit confirms 2. Oh, and Safe and Drop. What can they really hope to get in this round? They're going for Hail Mary wallbangs, and it's just not really getting much done here at all. Safe misses, under pressure. Now it's the retreat, and Virtus.pro are hunting him down. Yekindar sending himself forward. Kicker is the second man in, and Drop saving the AK with a white knuckle grip.
I loved everything about it from VP. I thought I was just going to go for the walkout. I love how Kicker stopped a little bit further away so his shadow was not giving away his position. Flashbang comes in and immediately dispatches off the player there, the Kesserado. And Drop, yeah, even though they didn't know his position, smoke, Molotov flushes him out, and even though he finds Buster, what can he do? Running through the smoke, and then of course Flit. Great control, great composure to control his recall, and then just burst away towards Yuri's head. Because I could envision him just continuing for the full spray.
It's very, very hard to control the spray once you've transitioned like that. You're still in the spray to then transition so much with your crosshair and be able to stay composed. Very difficult mechanic to pull off. Flit does it very well. Buster running up in towards the playground. He'll continue to charge forward. Right now, Safe. We got to see some impact. We got to see him in some different positions, actually taking some initiative, trying to break apart this Virtus.pro side. He goes for the mid pick, but Virtus.pro are not a team that's really going to be charging it down early. Yuri gets the opening.
They need more, Dinko. They need more than just openings right now. They need rounds.
FURIA dropped back very quickly without Virtus.pro really forcing them to do so, and that is preventing FURIA from getting a lot of information.
Yeah, and I think they've also been kind of bitten earlier where they've gone for these information plays and they've been punished time and time again. But then again, like if you keep playing this way, it's not going to pan out. You're not going to wind up winning this. All Safe. Oh, Safe. He's looking for the kill. He's going to find one. He's looking for more. Holding W. Continuing to push on ahead. This is brave from him, and he's going to find the second. Jade will fall. That's a bomb dropped as well. There's a player nearby. Safe. There's no need for him to aggress any further. That's a smart play. Smoke will be deployed. Kicker just waiting around the corner. He's going to try and time this. Buster sneaking in from long. Kicker just waiting for Safe to peek around. That little edge, the barrel almost gives away his position.
Look at Drop as well, Bly. He's in connectors, so even if Kicker gets away with a kill, Drop should be able to come back in time. Did he see the barrel? He's just waiting. Buster now called into action. Safe is really trying to find a spot. The arm goes for the shot, runs right in towards Kicker, but he's shot from 2 angles. So a good play from FURIA to get 3 rounds. It's nice and clean as well. They keep the majority of players up.
Good round. Good round here from Safe. And this is the Safe I've been wanting to see quite a while, right? Trying to not just... Look, there is the textbook AWPing style, and then there is Safe, who we know can be unleashed. We know what he can do when he is feeling it, but... I mean, this is a time when he needs to shine. This is a time when he needs to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more emphatic in the way he is taking some of these fights, the way he's trying to take map control, and here we go. Only battle. A little bit of pre-fire. Unfortunately, he will be blinded and he will be forced to peel back. Yuri, he's been a problem here for VP, not really allowing them the long control, which has been a good adaptation coming in with FURIA, preventing Buster from getting the long control for free and just being a thorn in the side of the Brazilians. Double up setup still very much in play. This is much better from FURIA. They're poking and prodding, trying to gather information, not really giving up all the free real estate to VP. VP, though, they're waiting. Oh, they're waiting for Drop.
They're waiting for that little peak to come around, but the timing for Yekindar could not be worse, and the timing for Drop has allowed him into this position. He can spot the rest of the forces who are just surely not going to be ready for this. He is going to hear this, he is going to see this, he might even get an opportunity to stop this, but shots go out, unable to do much. Yekindar goes down to the hands of Art. Kesserado only good for 1 in the initial hold, and Virtus.pro are relentless in their attack forward, but Safe is able to handle the pressure. He gets 1, and that's enough to keep FURIA ahead in the player count, and he's repositioning up towards Heaven. But don't forget about Drop. Still it's short. Buster certainly didn't, and he took him down. And now a 2v2. Safe trying to get in towards Heaven, trying to find the angle. Yuri removes Jame, and it's all down to Buster into the 1 versus 2 clutch. Can he get 9 for Virtus.pro? The first is clean, and now looking for Yuri. He spots him, and he brings him down. Oh, FURIA, they just can't get it done. It's Virtus.pro that break their hearts again as they push to 9.
VP can do no wrong right now. They can do no wrong. The trades were so good on the B bomb side. Everyone was there. Drop. There was a 3v2. Bomb gets planted, and Drop couldn't get anything done. The spacing as well coming in. The trades, like the moment you lose a player, the trades are instantaneous. And in the end, Buster, a brilliantly played 1v2. Didn't even look complicated at all. It made it look so very easy. The quietest player thus far. The unsung hero, right, for VP. The amount of space it creates, you know, getting the flank, getting information all the way towards the A bomb side, clutching. And right now, 9-3. Look at the buy, Dinko. Look at the buy. Round number 13, and they have nothing.
With how little VP have had to really play throughout this tournament, the fact that Kickert is doing this well, it's like pushing for an MVP right now. He's just really looking incredible. Starting to spray away. Speaking of Kickert, he decides to get a flurry of kills to draw the 2 initial kills for FURIA back into even odds again. Oh, this is so rough for FURIA, but Kesarado realizes you can't just sit back, you need to go! But the killing machine of Kickert once again finds impact.
Is the HUD wrong and have like some of the names changed or something? Because it doesn't make sense.
Jame is actually Kicker, right? This is something has to be like messed up.
But Kicker doesn't op.
Yeah, maybe he does now. Who knows?
Is Kicker your kinder? Like,
what is going on?
I don't know. Maybe ESL. Maybe production can let us know. But
you take off a mask and they're all Sanji.
5 Sanjis in a Sanji clone factory.
Got away with it.
Made by launderers, of course. You know, using all the boxer money, building a Sanji factory.
Sanji factory.
We do fantasy teams. Launderers makes it real.
Rise of the Clone Wars, Sanji edition.
3v2. And they're heading into the site where Yuri is a lone man standing. He hears him slowly creeping up. Og in place. He's gonna find one. Again, trade instantaneous. It's a little bit paranoid where the second player is. They don't know where Safe is. They think they might be doubled up, but with Safe not making his presence felt, bomb will be planted. He sneaks in from behind. It's all about timing, but the Kinder finds him. He gets the kill, however, the 1v1.
Oh, Flitch changes his position to an elevated spot. This isn't an angle you read too well, and Safe is going to have to adjust, and that actually saves his life. 1 single health point, as the millisecond adjustment for Safe might have just cost him there. Great awareness for Flit in the change in elevation. It's difficult to predict that, but again, so close to FURIA. My heart goes out to this team right now because they are coming close in a lot of rounds. They just can't get over the line. Can you imagine just 2 or 3 of these extra on top? You have a 9-6 half, you have an 8-7 half, you have something to play with, blood, but they're just losing such close details.
Oh, boy. As you pointed out, you know, it's a very unexpected angle. Usually if you clear it, you'll clear it for the head level.
Yeah.
That it was at a feet,
but it's
right?
like that millisecond you have to go, oh, why is he up there?
1 HP, the difference. As VP 10-3.
Kicker at the entry. Who needs your Kinder?
Maybe he is your Kinder. I'm gonna subscribe to that theory.
Conspiracy theorist. Blah.
I mean, a lot of conspiracy theorists
now.
nowadays
You left your
right now.
tinfoil hat in the green room.
I mean, there are a lot of people, you know, like conspiracy theorists in Counter-Strike. I might as well be one of them, you know. 10-3.
Join the crew.
Join the crew. Join the club. Pistols as Yuri, but on a fact-finding mission. He's going to be walking on up. They're making no secret of the fact that it is going to be hit coming in towards me. They're telegraphing it, and it's just going to be a death ball as Art finds nothing, and they will find their bodies and their organs and blood smeared all across the B bomb site. Kesarado could find one. Maybe not.
A flawless round for Virtus.pro as they reach 11 as we head into the last round of the first half. A reminder, this is the grand final of ESL Challenger 48. This is the 2 best teams that we have got in this competition, and Virtus.pro are dismantling FURIA. They're 1 map up already. They destroyed FURIA on Inferno. It was their map pick. We're now on Virtus.pro's turf, and they are proving why. And they are doing so much work right now. FURIA's investment play. They've got the ult back out. They've got the rifles. They've got utility. They have to get 4.
They... even then, Dinko, like...
Come on, be an optimist, play.
I'm trying.
You got this.
I love watching FURIA. Like, I'm a fan. I want to go to Brazil one day.
You know, you're a glass. full guy.
I'm a glass full guy.
Emptiness.
Full of emptiness and misery. But right now, the misery is primarily being felt by FURIA, but that's a start again. Yuri has been winning, getting so many opening picks for FURIA, but they're just not quite able to capitalize on it, apart from a couple of times. That is quite a problem. Safe. Why is Lonesome? Oh, is anyone going to face him, though? It's all about the timing. They went for the double man walk up towards B short, trying to gather some information. As Art is going to find Yakinder now. 3 versus 5. 2 members just making their way up towards A. As Drop catches Kicker, who was on the lurk.
This is good.
This is good. I mean, this should be a win. This should be a guaranteed round number 4 coming in here for FURIA. Safe. There we go. Finds James. Bomb drop. And Buster, as fantastic as it's been thus far, 1v5. Not going to happen.
Well, he's got the first. He'll begin to look for a second victim, but out to the left side, he's now been spotted and really trapped in this position. There's even a flank coming in. It's just limited time. The bomb is nowhere near him, and it is close. 4 rounds are picked up for FURIA, but Virtus.pro lead the way. Join us after this break to see if Virtus.pro can close this and become the champions here at ESL Challenger 48.
We seem too young to understand, for the better. The weather changes when we dance, belong together. Catch the sunsets, riding waves, we stay forever. Where the rhythm never ends.
Have technical timeout? No, we don't. Drop. Gonna spot a player out. As FURIA making no secret of the fact that they are going to be trying to wrest control early of bathrooms and short, but it is all a ruse. They're going to be heading towards connector, and it's going to be B-hit, but Buster lies in wait.
And they made the rotation back down here. Buster, good to delay, picks up 1, gets the information. Yakindar finds the follow-up for Virtus.pro, and they've got the advantage. Not only that, but they have numbers down on this B site. They're trying to come in for Monster, and Yakindar's holding that off.
Ow.
They even send Flit out, but VP haven't been able to take the kill back just yet. Flash again confirms their position still to be there. Elsewhere, Jam has gone down, and Yuri's continuing to try and create an opening back to A, and that's actually going to pull a couple of these VP players away from the site, but FURIA's still hanging around towards B with a bomb.
Kicker, though, he's got back arriving. Oh, he's been spotted out. Yakinder, did he not see Yuri? I think he did. Bomb hasn't been seen. Okay, Yakinder just deletes Yuri from the server. They're not expecting 6th position here, but doesn't really matter. Art just running around, getting the kill as the bomb will be planted here by Drop. The 2 versus 2. There's no kit for either Kickert or Yakinder, and Yakinder on 35 HP. And for Kickert, no armor, meaning aim punch is a distinct possibility.
Yeah, and Yakindar comes in from heaven, gets spotted, Drop brings him down, and now it's just Kickert left to try and recover, but Art is ready. FURIA dealt a bad hand in that pistol, but were able to still recover from it, Blah. That's a good sign. At least they've got the pistol now. That's check mark number 1 under the belt already. But it felt like VP were in a position that they were really doing a good job of shutting down and stifling the attack power of FURIA, but they're able to find some way into the round, and they managed to pull off a pretty difficult situation.
Yeah, I can see like a few drops of hopium entering my half-full glass right now. They go, maybe FURIA might be able to bring this one back.
guys left their old one back here.
Listen, I don't believe they really thought complexity with this one. I mean, I love those guys. I love the Exosalt guys. I love everyone on that team, but I still feel they need a little bit of work. For FURIA, though,
wants to go.
Yeah, they've been together for a while. Safe. He's had about close to a month now to kind of slot into this team. You know, they've already had an Opera in the past. They know exactly what they want him to do. So for them to lose in this fashion would be quite a bit of a moral blow, not just losing the finals. Art, though, catching a Kinder, trying to be aggressive, and Buster picks up the deagle. It's pretty much almost a full eco coming in here from VP, right? So for FURIA, it should be them trying to win the round without losing any members. Maybe losing one. I guess that's fine. Bit of a cheeky boost coming out. And on the clock kicker, trying to spot someone out. They have 3 players towards B, but for FURIA, marching slowly up towards the A side, and that should be the call for the C4. A little worrying that Art is the one with the bomb and is so far away, always lonesome, but it's okay. They're gonna get the bomb down, and FURIA are gonna get to 6. Still gonna be trailing by 5 more rounds, Dinko. But if you're a believer, it could happen.
It's more than halfway there, Black. I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, you know,
it's a positive way of looking at it. Kicker and James still, you know, not much here for them. FURIA locking that in 6. Virtus.pro, their real buy is coming up now, and that for FURIA is going to be the first test to really see where they're at in the second half. Will they be able to deal with Virtus.pro's first gun round? If they do with a bonus, that's a very good sign. It's clean. It's flawless, in fact. And 6 rounds locked in. But here comes the buy for VP. AWP has been purchased.
Yeah, Buster had $4,750, and he bought the AWP for James, the new Sanji. Like you said, like Sanji might have left the team,
but his spirit is still here. That's further proof that they're all just wearing masks.
Exactly, they're all 5 Sanjis. Actually, no, 4 Sanjis and a James.
Yeah.
What a lad though, Buster. And all he has is a deagle, and James like, well, you can have the deagle. There you go. But all right. M4's bound, got a few smokes, a early incendiary, which case is going to immediately extinguish, and he saw that jump. It's going to be an early play coming in here, but the remaining members heading towards long, and James going to find drop. The trade is not possible, and immediately he'll peel all the way back towards the A-bomb side.
Well, that AWP investment certainly paying off already. Just the first pick of play for VP. Oh, Flitz so close to the spam down into water. Luckily for FURIA, they avoid the brunt of the damage. In fact, they avoid all of it. Art's still up short. Looking down to the right side, he's waiting for someone to make a misstep, step into this crosshair. He's just laid a trap and he's waiting for it to work out, and he will claim a victim. Flit goes down. Buster has no armor, remember that. So that damage is significant. James has rotated down to back up his bank account, really, in Buster. And Kicker's starting to move forward, pushing into Caserato. If he goes into the MAC-10, the M4 surely gets this kill. That is so good from Kicker. And now the rest of FURIA desperately trying to leap towards this A site, but there's still players here for VP. Not just any normal players, Yakindar's among them.
And James is already on the A site, and Yakindar will have no trouble finding safe. And the first round, the rifles come out, and VP, they double FURIA's scoreline, Dinko. Now it's 50%. That's exactly double FURIA's scoreline. There we go. Yuri, last man standing, looking to at least deal a bit of damage, but Kicker will find him. And that is going to be round number 12 for VP, just losing the 1 player. But should be dropped a rifle here. James, though, just so impactful with that AWP. He's pretty much everywhere on the map right now.
Yeah, think about Inferno.
Long B and then back to A again.
Think about Inferno, the amount of dynamic ulting he was having, how many quick rotations, different starts to the round. He was doing everything on the CT side with the ult. If he gets that out so early, this is definitely a worrying sign for FURIA. They got to compete with Jem, who is going to be a beast in this half. Self-boosting himself up in the flower bed at long. Caserato with a little bit of sting in his play. Charging up through short, but Yakindar straight from connector, the door blown open, and Yakindar takes down Caserato.
And there's nothing Yuri can do about that, right? That angle. Oh, he's still looking to trade though, and the timing, it can actually work out here.
Oh, Yakindar even best
How?
Gets the double, and now FURIA outside a monster trying to get in towards this B site, but their forces are deplenished. They don't have a lot to work with right here. They've got to congregate and just see what they can get together, but in the meantime, Virtus.pro have been given the time to put their forces on this site. And so the numbers in play should be enough. Flitz looking out to the right side. Spots one down below. On the ramp, the bomb is going to go down. The follow-up is good too. And Safe is now left alone in a 1 versus 5. Virtus.pro pushing to 13 unless Safe can find the clutch. First player spotted. And now without that kill, he is hunted down, and Flit puts him in the ground. Flawless round for VP. 13-6. 3 rounds away from Virtus.pro claiming their crown.
The inexorable march of VP continues, Dinko. The moment they get the rifles on board, they lose 1 player in the 2 rounds. And that's against a full buy from FURIA, right? And Yakindar, such a problem. I thought Yuri would catch a timing. He peers out with the smoke, but Yakindar is so very aware. This is just brilliant to watch from VP. They have looked phenomenal thus far, and this finals, it's just been not even close to being competitive.
It's been a formality for Virtus.pro, right? It's just we have to play the final. They've been mauling FURIA, and they forced them down into the situation again where if you're FURIA, you're down so much that you almost feel compelled to buy. And with the weaker pistols, they're going to try and charge their way into B, but Kicker, what a machine he's been in this final. Buster having a bit of it as well. 3 kills for him, 14 for Virtus.pro, and they are another step closer. The money for FURIA in the bin. Virtus.pro should be sitting on map point, series point, and championship point.
That was a force buy as well. Oh, for FURIA. Is it going to end the way it did at Inferno, where they just force bought 4 in a row?
End.
At least they committed. You know, I'm going to respect that. But right now,
here it is.
The opportunities is dwindling. 2 rounds, Dinko.
2 rounds is what they've got here, VP, to try and take this one over the line. FURIA just pistol. Jim peeks, and he gets away with 1. Does get overrun by the pistols, but the sheer numbers now spotted and information passed on. Yakindar is the second player in line. Oh my god, Yakindar, that is so clean. Oh, it's absolute filth. Yes, against the pistols, but a sheer mechanical skill out of Yakindar. You cannot miss that.
I don't, like you said, it might be eco frags, but that still looked very, very, very clean from Yakindar. Look at this.
What?
The 3rd transfer?
It's just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
What a filthy, filthy.
Here's the buy, though, FURIA. The rifle's out, their last legs beneath them. If the comeback is to happen, they would have to bring it all the way to overtime to stay in this grand final. But for FURIA, at this point, you look to making a respectable scoreline. You look to try and garner as much as you can. You no longer can look at that scoreboard, but just play the round in front of you. The AKs are out, the timeout in play. It is championship point for Virtus.pro.
Without dropping a single map, Dinko, and without dropping a single map, and the one team who was able to get to only one team was able to get a double digits against them. It was 9-0 with 14 rounds. Everyone else could not cross 10 rounds against VP. In the best of 1s, in the best of 3s, doesn't really matter. This has been a statement and a half from James and his merry men.
And FURIA this time begin their charge straight through short. They're looking to hit B with some pace here. Looking to get in front of it. James is trying to boost. They're spamming him down to get him off of it. First kills Caserato. Buster goes down. Kicker gets caught with a net in his hand and they're hunting after him. But James is there to back him up. 4 versus 4. Virtus.pro now can slow the play.
Caserato very, very low. Trying to spam through the smoke and hopefully catch Kicker. That is confirmed damage. You know one of the players is very low on the B bomb side. They know James has the AWP. And they have some flashes and a couple of smokes. They could try and go for a fast play towards B, but rotation's already taken place. Look at Yakindar's positioning here. He's so very close. He saw the nade being tossed in as Flit delayed boost coming in, finding drop, and Yakindar is still holding on to it short. And now he's going to be creeping up towards connector. Even if Safe finds a bomb site empty, the bomb needs to be picked up.
Oh, Yakindar assassinates Yuri, puts him in the ground. Caserato, he will recover the bomb. But where will they go with it? Will they even be able to get towards the site? Safe is charging slowly, but he is certainly making way towards 8. Starting to clear out these positions, trying to limit the angles that Virtus.pro could be playing from, but the bomb has to get towards him. Yakindar is the player that separates them from the site. Oh, he's looked away. The timing. Oh, Yakindar! He gets timed on and he goes down. And now suddenly FURIA still in with a shot.
CS Gold.
Safe position. This is the numbers back. It's into the 2v2 blah.
It's a miracle, Dinko. It's a miracle in Stockholm here. Somehow they might bring this one back. Safe finds yet another one, and somehow a round which looked like it was done and dusted, and VP were going to be crowned the champions in. It's not quite over. Flit now in the 1 versus 2. Bomb has just been planted though, so he's got a bit of time to work with.
Can Flit take his team over the line? The first event outing with a new player this year. Can he pull them through in the 1v2 to give them their first championship? He looks around, but no chances presenting themselves, and as this time begins to tick, his chances in the round win slither away. 1 kill for Flit, time ticking. Caserato runs away, and Virtus.pro will not close it yet. FURIA stay alive.
I think that's the most CSGO moment we've seen thus far in the tournament.
Yeah, Yakindar is just holding. It's like, it's done. It's the championship right there, and just looks away. And that's what can happen. Virtus.pro a little unlucky, but FURIA will count their lucky stars. They're still in this one.
Not quite over yet. Safe being the hero for FURIA that round. 8 more remain, Dinko. It's not impossible. It's looking mighty improbable. VP have more than sufficient money to go for whatever buy they want. They have everything here apart from the kitchen sink. James now aggressive towards Party. On top of his smoke. Oh, I think he almost spotted him. Yes, he did. He's trying to find the kill.
Oh, the
but
swing!
In the meantime, Buster with a god-tier flash and Ykinder with a double. 3 more kills remain for Virtus.pro.
That's the first blow. It's got them back on the ropes. Ykinder's looking for the knockout punch. He starts to climb the ladder. He might slip in behind them. He could cut them at the heel. Stop their attack forward, but Kesterado reads it. He watches their blind side and the numbers at least down by 1 and not the 2. Just mere moments ago. It's within touching distance here for FURIA to pull back round 23.
Okay, Serrato safe. Art. The veterans and the new player on the team. Everything on the shoulders, man. Disadvantage. Slowly creeping towards the B bomb site. Now, the one advantage they have is the fact that after Ykinder got taken down, VP don't really have much information as to where they could possibly be. But still, they have 2 towards A, 2 towards B. And the 2 players there are going to be Buster and Kickard, who have just been incredible thus far. Kickard especially. Still top fragging tied alongside Ykinder. Here comes the play. They don't have time. They're going to be running on in, and Kickard, he's going to be first point of contact. Does he know? He does. Molotov to flush him out. He's going to be forced out of his position, but a smoke comes in from his teammate. And it is going to be Kickard with a double, and Art left alone in a 1v3. There's nothing he can do, Dinko, and that is going to be it.
And Virtus.pro take the championship here. The ESL Challenger 48. They're able to take them down. The favorites of the competition from day one. Everybody's favorite team heading into this one, Blood. It's expected. The results, it finally comes through, and they do it in such a dominant fashion. What an